What's up, Towerers? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel of Car Enthusiasts. Before we get started, don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and press that bell notification icon so you don't miss any of my future uploads, guys. Today we are standing at Seni Nexa, guys. The address and the showroom details will be given in the description. If you're planning on booking a Nexa vehicle, you can come over here, check it out and book your car. Let's get started straight away with the video, guys. This is the Ciaz 2024 Alpha variant in front of us. Ex-showroom price of this car is 11,35,000. On-road Kolkata will come around 13,12,000. So this car is basically the premium sedan offering from Suzuki, and it's got a lot of good things going for itself. It's spacious, it's long, it looks premium, and a lot of good things going on in the interiors as well. It's loaded with features and everything, which we will explore as soon as we get inside. Let's start with the exterior first. What do you get for your headlamps? You get white LED lamps with your halogen turn indicators. You get white fog lights present as well, chrome treatment around the fog light, a lot of chrome below the hood's lip as well. Suzuki logo is also finished in chrome, so a lot of chrome in the front. Same story here, of course. And this is a really nice maroonish red color, which makes it look even more premium and upmarket, guys. What are your thoughts about the color, guys? Do let me know. You get regular wipers, no aerotin wipers in this. This is the slots for your wiper washer fluids, as you guys can see. And this is what it is from the front. वो Ciaz का name plate नीचे गिर गया है, so I've just placed it over here so that no one gets hurt. I think now it looks even more better. It feels like it has been implanted on the floor. Okay, so this is what it is from the front. I don't think we've ever covered the Ciaz in our channel, so I thought I'll bring it to you guys straight away. There has been no major update in this car for a very long time. I believe they will be coming out with an update soon, but we'll have to wait and watch, guys. In the meanwhile, this is what the story is from the front. Let's explore the side profile. On the driver's side, you get 16-inch alloy wheels, guys. The tire profile is 195/55 R16. Nice, very sober and subtle looking alloys. You get disc brakes in the front, no body cladding, of course. Turn indicators on the ORVMs, no 360-degree camera is present in this car. You get chrome door handles with a request sensor for the driver, no request sensor at the rear, but door handles are finished in chrome. You get chrome treatment below the pillars. Your A pillars finish in body color, B in black, C in nice body color, which looks nice. This is the dual tone variant. Your roof is finished in black. There is no sunroof in this car whatsoever, in any variant whatsoever. This is the topmost variant anyway, and this is the manual variant. You do get an automatic variant as well for this car. You get drum brakes at the rear, so only 2 disc brakes in the front and drums at the rear. Coming to the absolute rear, this is your tail light treatment, your backlight treatment, and your indicator treatment, of course. Here's the indicator, here's the backlight. This is what your tail light is. 4 parking sensors, which is neat. You get a parking camera at the rear. Anything else? This is your reflector treatment. Again, the borders are surrounded by chrome, so chrome treatment present in the rear as well. You get chrome over here on the boot, and your Ciaz logo is finished in chrome, Suzuki logo is finished in chrome, and you do get your smart hybrid badging present at the rear as well. Next, badging on the rear windshield, rear defogger, of course, no rear wiper. You get sunshades as OEM in this variant, guys. Let's open the boot. 510 liters of boot space, guys, which is pretty good. And this used to have the best in class boot space at one point of time when it was launched, of course. This tire profile for this spare wheel is 185/55 R15. It's a steel rim, guys, and that's the place for you to keep your tools. That as well, that's a thermocol treatment. And no boot lamp, guys, no 60/40 split. Oh, boot lamp is present here, sorry, kya bol raha main. And you don't get any 60/40 split to increase the boot carrying capacity. This is what you get at the rear, guys. Let's close the boot And that's the story of the boot. Let me know your thoughts, guys. What do you guys think of the car so far? This is your fuel lid treatment. You get request sensor for the co-driver as well. Let's lock and unlock the car and find out whether the ORVMs close or not. No, the ORVMs will stay open. This is the key of the car. You get lock unlock and your boot opening button as well. I think it's more clear in this key. So this is what it is, guys, from the exterior of the Ciaz, guys. Let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think? This car looks good in my opinion. The design is still looking nice. Of course it is slightly dated, but it doesn't look outdated at all whatsoever. It does need an update in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's get inside the car and explore. ये मैंने request sensor दबाया. And in terms of driver functions, you get your lock and unlock function, window lock and unlock function, one touch up and down only for the driver, rest are standard. This is your ORVM function, door handle storage, soft touch for your elbow support. You get some wooden finish, you know, that's pretty premium, which I personally haven't seen in any other car of the segment, where you get some sort of a wood treatment. And you get your door storage. You can easily store your 1 liter bottle, and you can store your knickknacks on this side. Speaker treatment, guys. Manually adjustable seats, of course. That's your matte treatment. Nexa is written on it. And you get regular pedals, not metal pedals. Okay, so that is what it is. You do get a dedicated dead pedal as well, so that's also nice for you to rest your left foot. You can easily do that if you're going on highways and cruising. And coming inside, guys, basically this car comes with a 1.5 liter petrol engine, naturally aspirated, which churns 103 horsepower and 138 newton meters of torque. So that is what it is in terms of engine specs. And what do you get on the steering wheel? Suzuki logo finished in chrome, leather wrap, which looks nice. This is all finished in black. You get cruise control. You can set your cruise control speed on your steering on the right side. And this is your track functions, volume functions, mute and mode. You get your voice command functions with your call accept and decline present on the left side as well. So this is what it is. No flat bottom steering wheel. You get chrome treatment on the sides and on the bottom, which is neat. Let me know your thoughts, guys. How do you find the steering wheel of the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz? And if you own a Ciaz, let me know how your experience has been so far. And if you'd like to share your ownership experience, if you're in Calcutta, you can reach out to my email ID. I'll place it on the screen, or it'll be in the description, and we can connect and share your experience as the owner of the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz. For potential buyers, that will be easier to judge and for them to have an idea about how this car feels overall. Anyway, let's keep going. You get a wood treatment on the dash as well, and it goes on, you know, till the end over there. And you get wood treatment on the co-driver side door also, which you know, it's making it look really premium in my opinion, guys. Let me know your thoughts. This is the AC vent design. You get silver border, and this is how it goes, and this is how it is in the middle. And let's do a soft start. You do get a push button start function here on the right side. In terms of driver functions, you get traction control, you get auto start stop, you get fog light, of course is your headlight adjuster. So you get all that as well. Some fake storage options, and Suzuki logo comes up when you do a soft start. Of course, it comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which are not wireless, of course, they are wired. And it's a pretty basic touch screen, and this is the home screen. This is what it is. Volume, you know, there's a mute, volume up and down, music system, return, and settings. This is what you get in settings: display date and time, lock, a keypad while driving, scroll through, steering wheel control, security. This is your audio settings, this is AM active, and this is your smartphone linkage and phone. This is what it is in terms of your infotainment screen. Let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think? And it's pretty basic, but it does the job. I think they've been using the same screen since the Ciaz was launched, so that's what it is. And plus, agar aap band karte ho, you do get a clock and your date as well. So that's what it is in terms of infotainment. Your AC controls are all finished in buttons. No dual zone climate control, but you do get automatic climate control. You get a rear defogger, you get a front defogger. This is your AC modes, automatic climate control, AC off, and your internal and external air circulation. You get two charging sockets, a 12-volt charging socket and a USB and aux connector is also present. Deep storage, which is neat, and this is your twin cup holder setup. 5-speed manual gearbox with handbrake treatment, and no storage on this side. Armrest storage is small in my opinion, but is it slidable? No, it's not slidable, guys. It's fixed. Nice leather seats, guys. These seats look really premium, very premium. Nice beige finish and very comfortable as well. The side supports are amazing. The thigh supports is also pretty good. So the color scheme in the interior is very nice, guys. It looks very premium, feels very premium. I think a little bit more soft touches would have made it even more premium. But anyway, what else? How much can you expect from a car at this price point, guys? Come on, that's asking for too much. This is your glove box treatment, which is decent enough. In terms of sun visor, you get your vanity mirror, but no light treatment. You get sunglass holder, which is neat. You get your cabin lights finished in yellow, and you get ticket holder for the driver's sun visor. No vanity mirror. This is your auto dimming IRVM, which is pretty good. And anything else am I missing out on? I highly doubt it. That's about it, guys, from the front. Let's focus on the MID, which we did not do. So there you go, you get that Suzuki logo. This is your instrument cluster. This is for you to toggle your MID, these two buttons, and when we press this, we get the details that we have low fuel. Acha, aage बढ़ नहीं रहा abhi. So basically you see this green, I think this states that your car is in eco mode, and once you speed up it changes the color. So battery status is showing, engine status is showing, this is your average, and this is your driving time, total idle stop time, and this is your motion, front and rear, torque and power band, acceleration and braking, and that's about it, guys. That's what it is. And what's this for? This is for a trip A, trip B. That's it, guys. So these two buttons are the only thing. This is the main for the MID, and this is for your trip. You can see the warning lights, you can see the instrument cluster, smart hybrid is written, and this is for your speedometer, that's for your tachometer, fuel gauge, engine temperature gauge. That's what it is, guys, in terms of your instrumentation. So let's switch it off completely and get to the rear and see, guys, what do we have on offer there in the Ciaz 2024. Guys, we are entering the rear. Okay, we'll have to unlock the car, I believe, and we have unlocked it. Now we are entering the rear space, and it's really spacious, guys. I mean, look at the knee room I have, and look at my foot support. And the thigh support could have been slightly better, but overall there is nothing to complain, guys. That's how the third of the car is. You can see some wood finish treatment at the rear as well. Door opening knob is finished in chrome. This is your door closing and opening mechanism. Speaker treatment. You get door handle storage at the rear. And yeah, that's about it. Wooden treatment I've already shown you. Silver treatment bhi hai uske upar. And rear cabin light treatment is also finished in yellow. No LEDs. This is your grab handle with hook, and no hook on this side, just your plain grab handle with your cabin light treatment present on this side. I mean, the seat looks really premium, guys. I really like this color scheme which we have in the interior of this particular car. Looks very premium. You get AC vents at the rear, you get 12-watt charging socket also, and some fake storage as well, which you can store your knickknacks if you wish to. And seat pockets for more storage, so practicality is also there at the rear. And talking about the armrests, you get twin cup holders, and yeah, that's pretty much it. An armrest is sitting firm, which is pretty comfortable, which is neat. 2 adjustable headrests, not 3. You get OEM sunshades for the rear, so that's pretty neat. 3-point adjustable seat belts are also present, which is neat. Coming to the middle, this is what the story is. The hump is not that high, but it is broad, and you can keep your foot here and be comfortable, but your legs will be on the higher side. But I don't think the middle passenger will have anything to complain because it feels very comfortable sitting here. I mean, I'm not lying, seriously, it does feel comfortable. Space ke मामले में it can be a little bit compromising, but the car is pretty wide, so I don't think that will be an issue because it's wide, it's spacious. I mean, look at the scooped out seats, which gives you more leg room. So that is an attention to detail which Maruti did focus on, which I'm really impressed with. So it's a spacious car, guys. From the rear also, I don't think there will be much to complain for the passengers, guys. Main thing is the headroom. Let me show you all that. So guys, this is what the headroom is, which is pretty good for a guy like me. I'm sitting very relaxed. Slightly, if I go a little bit upright, and still half an inch of headroom is there for me, so it's pretty good. I don't think there is much to complain. You will be able to sit comfortably, but upright तो आप कितने ही बैठ जाओगे, आराम से बैठो. हेडरूम ठीक ही है यार, थोड़ा सा it's sloping, but it's nothing to complain, guys. So thumbs up. So guys, this was my video of the Ciaz, the latest Ciaz if you want to call it. There is no update. This is the same car, and it has been a long time since it got an update. I think it's high time it gets an update and comes with a turbocharged engine. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Overall, it's a good car. It's a good family car, practical car, looks good from the inside, feels good from the inside, looks decent from the outside as well. Let me know your thoughts, guys. What do you guys think? And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, guys. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and press that bell notification icon so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Take care.